Do you collect coins based on their mint mark? That tiny letter you see on some coins isn't just decoration. It can completely change a coin's story and even its value. Today, we're diving into the history, purpose, and some fascinating secrets behind mint marks, with a special focus on the Lincoln penny. Let's start with a little history.
Download Coin Value Checker and start scanning your coins now.
The very first U.S. mint was founded in Philadelphia in 1792. Since it was the only mint at the time, there was no reason to add a mint mark. Every coin automatically came from Philadelphia. But things changed quickly. When gold rushes began in the 1800s, new mints had to be built to handle the demand. Facilities opened in Charlotte, Dahlonega, New Orleans, and later San Francisco. Each one got its own letter: C for Charlotte, D for Dahlonega, O for New Orleans, and S for San Francisco. Denver was added later with its own D mint mark, though it's a different D than Dahlonega. Carson City even had its own CC mark for silver coins. These marks helped people know exactly where their coins were made. But mint marks weren't just for collectors, they had a very practical purpose. They allowed inspectors to track quality from each mint and make sure the coins had the right weight, thickness, and metal. Over time, though, these little letters became incredibly important to collectors. The same coin with a different mint mark can be far rarer, and in some cases, worth thousands of dollars more. Now here's something you might not know. Philadelphia, the birthplace of American coinage, didn't use a mint mark at all for a long time. The first time the P appeared was during World War II. Back then, nickel was a vital material for weapons and machinery, so the mint stopped using it in coins. Instead, nickels were made from silver and other metals between 1942 and 1945. To mark the difference, the coins carried large mint marks, including the very first P. After the war, Philadelphia went back to producing coins with no mint mark, until 1979, when the Susan B. Anthony dollar carried a small P. From that point on, most Philadelphia coins used the P, except for one very familiar coin, the Lincoln penny. This is where it gets interesting. Most Lincoln pennies come with either a D or an S, meaning they were minted in Denver or San Francisco. But the penny almost never shows a P. The only times you'll see a Lincoln cent with a P mint mark are from the silver wartime years, 1942 through 1945, and then again in 2017. That year, to celebrate the 225th anniversary of the mint, Philadelphia secretly released pennies with the P mark. Collectors discovered them in circulation, and they instantly became a talking point. It was the first and only time the Philly Mint gave the Lincoln penny its own P, and the following year, production went back to normal. Now, while P, D, and S are the most common marks you'll see, there's also one more to look out for: W, for the West Point Mint. This facility has been making coins since the 1980s, but the W didn't appear until 2012. These coins are much rarer, often made for collectors, and usually in gold, silver, or platinum. West Point even strikes special versions of quarters, nickels, and bullion coins that are highly sought after. So why does all of this matter? Because mint marks turn ordinary pocket change into little pieces of history. They tell you where a coin traveled from, what era it was made in, and sometimes why it was created in the first place. A penny without a mark? That's probably from Philadelphia. A penny with a D? Denver. An S? San Francisco. And if you're lucky enough to spot one with a P from 2017, or even a W from West Point, you might just have something rare. So the next time you check your change, don't overlook those tiny letters. They're not just symbols, they're keys to the history of American money, and for collectors, they can mean the difference between a simple coin and a real treasure.